Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had Mario Leona versus Raya the Disloyal. We say versus, it wasn't really a fight, it was more of an ass beating because, yeah, Raya came in with all of his cool copied abilities that he had, and Mario Leona just beat him up. Just kicked the crap out of him. And it was very satisfying and very nice, so... But there seems to be something else that is lurking within the Eye of the Midnight Sun's hideout. And who knows, that might be coming to help Raya in his fight. Or maybe Raya will just friggin' die. That'd be funny. I don't know. But yeah, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. You know, you guys said that I shouldn't watch the next OP because there would be a lot of spoilers in there. So when this one came on again, I thought, oh, we're good. And then, there you go. Like, oh, alright. I mean, I didn't fully explain it, but... Okay then, so... I mean, I guess it makes sense, quote-unquote, that... If every one of the elves has been reborn into a new body, but there is already a soul there, I guess that's what it is. I don't know, I didn't think about that ever, but that's what it is that Licht was reborn as William. And then, but... unlike pretty much everyone else, he was able to communicate with William and can swap back and forth between them in an instant, so... Okay. Well, then there we go. All the way from, episode 1, when we first saw the Golden Dawn uniform, well, I guess it wasn't episode 1, but it was somewhere around the beginning where we saw the thing with all the magic stones and the Golden Dawn uniform. That was William. Alright. William Vengeance, the reincarnated form of Licht, who can take control of his body. I mean, this is just fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here. You know? This is just fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Although, I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's kind of complicated depending on which one you think about. Yugi is a reincarnation of the Pharaoh, but Yami Merrick is not an ancient version of Merrick. He's just the evil split personality who just became Yami Merrick. So, and then there's Yami Bakura. That's another can of worms. I'm not even sure. I guess Bakura is a reincarnation of Yami Bakura. It's complicated. Let's just stick with the Yugi one. That's the one that makes the most sense here, so that's what it is. Boy, he looks weird. Licht looks so weird in that Golden Dawn uniform, you know? But William can't choose. William can't choose between the two of them. So now it's just a let them fight scenario. Oh boy. Alright. So, then that was the thing about... That was the thing about did William purposefully lure Yami away from the Black Bull base so that they could steal the magic stone? That's a yes, unfortunately. But again, we are left with the question, can Licht actually defeat Julius? You know, it's funny, because I feel like there's going to be some sort of an explanation as to why Licht himself has light magic, you know? Because that seems to be that light magic was the magic of the original Wizard King, you know? And now he has it, and I think he even said it's ironic that he has that magic, you know? So there's this whole thing with the power of the elves, and the power of the original Wizard King, and all this destiny being reincarnated into William Vengeance, and having this immense power. You know what I like? And this also ties into the last episode's fight. I love Julius is just a dude, it seems. Like, this is just a guy, you know? Now, maybe we'll get some sort of explanation as to why Julius is so goddamn powerful. But I mean, good lord. It's just, like, ridiculous, you know? It is ridiculous how powerful he is. Like, of course he's the Wizard King. Like, duh, look at him. He's crazy. And if anything, it just sounds like he just kind of built himself up, you know? That it's just like, yeah, that's just how strong he is. How did he get that strong? Push-ups, sit-ups, plenty of juice, you know? It really is. It's almost like the One Punch Man difference, you know? It's just like, how do you get that strong? He just is that strong. Which I guess in a sense is essentially what Asta is, you know? Asta is as powerful as he is because he trained himself, you know? Now, yes, the anti-magic swords help, but he can only wield those swords because of his training, you know? He's built himself up to that, and he's now building himself up to control the black form, too, you know? So it's like, there's nothing... I mean, which is sort of the same as Julius. It's like, Julius has an incredible power having time magic, you know? It's like, look, if I learned anything from JoJo, time powers are ridiculous. That's why every JoJo villain has time powers, you know? Well, every JoJo villain with a stand, so... But that's the thing. Time powers are so powerful, you know? It is absolutely ridiculous. But that is one thing, too, is that... Yeah, but Julius had to build himself up, you know? He wasn't just the greatest from the beginning. He built himself up. He earned the title of Wizard King, you know? It does make you wonder, again, what are the previous Wizard Kings like, you know? I hope we go into that at some point in this story, you know? And if it doesn't have to be in this arc or... Anyway, I just hope at some point... And I hope one is still alive. I want to see a former Wizard King and see what they're like, you know? But Julius really is just a man, you know? Licht has the power of reincarnation and fate and destiny and elves on his side. Meanwhile, Julius is a dude with one power... And it's enough to just annihilate this fucking guy, you know? And honestly, it is kind of like with Mario Leona in the last episode, where it's just like, oh, why is she so strong? It's like, yes, she is a royal, so naturally she has, you know, a very high output of mana. But at the same time, she fucking went out there and trained. She went and touched grass and trained, you know, in natural mana, and it just became so... She became so powerful, you know? And I like that. And again, I don't know if we're gonna get something with Julius of like some higher way that he is that powerful. Or, namely, Asta at the same time. Like, I don't know if we're going to get... I feel like we kind of have to with Asta, because they have to explain why the Grimoire kind of chose him. And... You know, it seems like, you know, this demonic power chose Asta for a reason. Like, I feel like we're going to get some sort of reason, you know, some sort of, like, higher power explanation for Asta and stuff. But I do kind of like this idea that so many of our most powerful characters, even if they do have a predisposition to having a higher pool of mana than other people, it's all in the training, you know? Like, this is the Dragon Ball Z, even My Hero Academia, I would say, like, in a similar way of, like, you know, Deku, who was given this incredible thing. Like, I see people online that are so fucking stupid, where they're like, oh, you know, Deku didn't put in any hard work, and it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm one to shit on My Hero, mainly the later seasons, but, like, Deku was just gifted. It's like, no, he wasn't. No, he fucking wasn't. Did you watch the first 2 seasons? Like, no. Like, that, like, he was literally gifted this amazing power, but he had to fucking work for it, you know? He worked his ass off, and it's the same here, you know? And maybe that'll be a similar thing with Asta, where it's like, Asta was gifted this incredible power, this grimoire with the anti-magic swords, and now he can use them to get to the black form. But the only reason he was able to do that is because he worked his ass off. And I love that idea. Like, this is some old school Dragon Ball Z right here. You know, we gotta go train in the gravity chamber on our way to Namek kind of stuff. Like, that's why can Goku beat up the Ginyu Force? Because he fucking trained. You know, he trained on the way to Namek. You know, why can Julius defeat, Licht with his elven past and his reincarnation into William and all of this, and taking, what seems to be taking the power of the original Wizard King and stuff? Is like cool. All of that, cool. But Julius, he fucking worked. He worked for that power, and this is the payoff of all that work, is protecting his country. Now again, funny that now we have 2 episodes where it's like, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, you know? I'm waiting for the turn, because dramatically, in storytelling, you can't just have it where it's like, well, and then they just beat up the bad guys and that's it, Like, maybe you could do that, 80 years ago with Superman or something, but that's the thing. You couldn't even do that with Superman now, but that's the thing. It's just like, but God, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if that's how this arc ends? This whole Eye of the Midnight Sun story ends with Raya and Licht just being decimated by Mereoleona and Julius. That'd be amazing, That'd be absolutely amazing. Now, granted, he does have the lock that Asta broke that time, so maybe he can get more powerful, and maybe he could even defeat Julius, but I don't know. I hope Julius doesn't die. I don't want him to die. I love Julius so much. Oh, he's so much fun. It's also interesting that Julius always suspected something was up with William. Where it's just like, he always knew there was something he was hiding. And especially when he encountered Licht that one time, it's just like, he's had his suspicions, but he couldn't bring himself to believe that William was Licht. So, and man, the power of stealing your opponent's time. And I love that. It's just like, oh, he got hit. It's like, oh no, the first hit there. And it's just like, and then he just rewinds time and he heals it. That works. That works. Oh. I mean, that's just it. You can't, how do you beat time? Because the way he says, like, even time is bound to light. And it's like, are you sure about that? Now, granted, both can get sucked into a black hole. That'll be the ultimate magic. Maybe there'll be a villain down the line, because I know this arc has this whole story. I'm assuming we're wrapping up at the 100 episode mark, and these 100 episodes will be the Eye of the Midnight Sun arc. But man, that would pretty much be the only other thing. It's like, the only thing more powerful than light and time. Well, I guess black hole, gravity. Gravity is the only thing more powerful than light and time, according to science at least. Which, whatever. I don't know. I can't say I don't agree, because that's what it is. That's what it is. But the whole thing of like time dilation because of gravity and stuff, I never understand that concept, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I don't understand the concept, but I mean, that's what it is, So that would be the only thing. Maybe we'll get a villain like that, a gravity villain. Have we had any gravity magic users? I don't think so. That'd be crazy. So, but yeah, but the great battle between Julius and Licht. And there was a part of me that thought, okay, the only reason I could the reason that I could see Julius losing this fight now is because he doesn't want to kill William, you know? And I thought about that halfway through, and I was like, oh, man, that could be a way of, like, nerfing Julius because he doesn't want to kill William. I don't know, though. I don't know that Julius would hold back like that, you know? Like, I feel like Julius would sacrifice William if he had to. It might tear him up, but... yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Man, cliffhangers on both of these episodes, and now we have to wait for both of them to be resolved. But again, it is exactly what I thought, which is, can Licht actually defeat Julius? I don't know. I don't know if he can, you know? And I love that the show is rolling with that. Like, that's so good. That's what I want to see, you know? That's what I want to see. It's like, no. They are so powerful. The heroes are so powerful that now it's a question of, can the villains actually beat them? That's so funny, and I love that. I love that that's the case here. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much where we're going to leave off until next time. So that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.